Hey, yeah. Oh, I remember when I got the call. Life went from black and white to something that I had never seen before. Your colors, they shine so bright on me. No, I don't want to come on too strong, but I know you're the one I've been waiting for. I was good, but now I'm better, yeah. So I'm just looking for the right words to say. I just want to show you every day, but I'm so shy, I'll keep it just simple, yeah. I'm so glad that you're here. Always be grateful. I'm so glad that you're here. Always be grateful. So those are the beginning lyrics to Leo Bear from Sinead Harnett. My name is Melinda NailFanatic, and lately I've been inspired to start each of my Divine Download daily tarot shows with some a cappella singing for you. I've always loved singing. Didn't know we were going to talk about this. Before we get into this segment today, let's go ahead and offer our opening map, which is our meditation, affirmation, and prayer. Okay, so thank you, love source God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for these divine truths being channeled through me, for the empowerment, for the overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness of my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity, wherever they are, wherever they be, however they sit, wherever they stand, wherever they are in their skin right now. Love source God, we thank you for joining us in this command praise. And after these messages, we'll be right back. So today, our word of clarity for love is creation. Our word of clarity for peace is opportunity. And our word of clarity for happiness is healing. Creation of an opportunity for healing right now. You know it. Intuition is at the bottom of the deck. You know, like you know, like you know, like you know. You know that this is an opportunity to heal your soul. You know that if you take advantage of this, it's going to lead to a lot more love, peace, and happiness in your life, in your energy, in your overall experience altogether. I feel like I'm going to get lipstick on my teeth. Okay, the rabbit comes out of our flashcards today, speaking to fertility. And somebody's having a lot of sex. I hear somebody's having a lot of sex, or somebody's wanting a lot of sex. Somebody's just horny. Robert, Roberta, Ramiro, okay, and Ryan, and Rita. Okay, coming through today with names for whatever reason. Don't always channel names, but it came through strong. The trees are at the bottom of the deck. The trees always look like the ancestor. It reminds me of my tree Florence out front. She's a beautiful tree. She has smiling faces on her that remind me of my mother. It's like I'm Pocahontas and she's Grandmother Willow. So there's a lot of fertility in connecting with nature, connecting with your ancestors. Interesting, because last night I was motivated. I always like to listen to meditations while I sleep, or solfeggios, isochronic tones, stuff like that while I sleep. And last night, the one that I fell asleep to was connect with your ancestors meditation. So I see that that energy is strong. The ancestors' energy was strong. And there was some challenges in my life today, my personal life. And so through those challenges, I called on the ancestors. I called on grandma, grandpa, and all the other loved ones in spirit to come through and help me with this situation. Yeah. And it proved useful. As a matter of fact, later on in the day, I took a little nap. I needed it. I needed to recharge my energy. And during my nap, I had a beautiful dream. In my dream, I was listening to this song I like. It's called El Chivo by Tercer Elemento. It's like this rap song. It's about smoking marijuana, but it's talking about how, like, I don't have time to focus on negative things. And I woke up relaxed. And, you know, he's just talking about self-medicating using the herbs so that he could just have a good day. Basically, he wakes up happy and relaxed. And he doesn't have time to entertain negativity. He's all about positivity. So I like this song. And in my dream, it came through, and I was in my kitchen cooking, and I was dancing to that song, right? And I look up, and I see my mother dancing over by my daughter's bedroom. And so the challenge actually wasn't mine. I was just helping her with one of her challenges, and that's why I called in the grandparents. So it's like, Mom, Dad, get your granddaughter, help her, you know? And so to see her there dancing, I just felt like it was a huge success, and that she was going to be fine. So how that is important for you, I'm not sure. Maybe you need to call on your ancestors some more, because there's a lot of fertility here available for you. The opportunity to bring to birth what you would like to, especially with creation coming through today in the place of love. Love is a very powerful creative energy. There is opportunity here right now. Okay, as we sit in the energy of peace, there's plenty of opportunity, and the healing that we're undergoing right now and that we're being co-creators of is creating a lot more happiness for us. Now, the major arcana today, we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Fall out. There was a fall out. Something fell down, was busted apart. Somebody could have had an actual literal fall, or this could have been an ego strike energy as well for some people. This is the overall energy on Earth that all humanity is dealing with. So some people are having to deal with the truth right now, and the truth hurts like a bitch first, but then it sets you free. And a lot of times when truth comes out, you've been hiding that truth long enough, it will cause a fallout. It'll cause a division. You had two people falling out of the tower. So maybe somebody is being put out. Maybe somebody's been put out with the tower. This tower is still standing. The strike is just at the top. So somebody could have been hit in the head. That could be literal or figurative. Yeah, somebody take a hit to the head. Spirit, I mean, that is either a torpedo. So somebody, it reminds me, you know, at one point I had held on to my big guns. What was my big guns? It was all the truths that I never bitched or complained about. And somebody wanted to get on to me, my ex-husband, right before, while we were still married. This was years and years ago, right? And he wanted to get on to me about my attitude. And I'm like, but hold on, this is what you're doing. And you want to go on? Okay, here's the big guns, you know? And so it just laid it all out. So somebody laid out the big guns, okay? Now the energy that's come out of the deck, that's where we're at. Now it's like soul searching. Okay, so now what I do? Now what do I do? I laid the big guns out. I put them out. There was a shakeup. There was a breakup. There was some chaos that ensued. Somebody fell down. And they're like, oh my God, how am I going to do things now that I'm by myself right here? Somebody with this fallout energy, and I'm seeing the PlayStation video game for whatever reason. So somebody with this fallout is now like, oh God, I'm by myself. How am I going to do this by myself? Yeah, that person did not realize, these people who are in that energy didn't realize that they were biting the hand that fed them, and they needed to be a lot more considerate, and maybe this fallout wouldn't have happened. But since they're in this place, like, apparently it's time to figure this out. You know, some people have been taking advantage of ones who have been their biggest supporters and being rude and disrespectful and stuff like that to the ones who have been their biggest supporters during this time of COVID. Maybe they didn't have a job because, you know, their job got canceled, closed, whatever. Maybe they didn't have the best health for whatever reason. Maybe somebody just got into a low vibration because they're not feeling so well, and they're trying to overwhelm another person. Maybe they're not thinking right about what they have. And so by not being grateful for what they have, they've basically wrecked that. And now they're finding themselves alone. For others of us, this is like weird. I see this. I see this powerfully, especially for my Butterfly Nation. You successfully got away from the wreckage is what I see. The wreckage is over here and you're way over there. So it's like the city has come down, and I'm getting the Bible story right now of the walls of Jericho coming down and Rahab's house. Now, here's the thing about Rahab. Rahab was a prostitute. She was a temple prostitute. If you read the book, what book is that in? Is it in Leviticus? Is it in Joshua? It's in Joshua. I hear it's in Joshua. But it's about the walls of Jericho. And the walls of Jericho, like although Rahab was a temple prostitute, she really did love God. And so she had forewarning of what was going to happen. And while the Israelites marched, I believe it was 7 times around the walls of the city, and they blew their trumpets and they did what God told them to do. And then the walls of Jericho came down. And only those people who had faith in God and who were in Rahab's house were the ones that were spared. They were the ones that were saved. So first off, that teaches a couple things. Like, check yourself on who you're judging, because somebody's like, I'm so much better than you. I'm better than them. This is what you do. This is how you earn your income. You only got this much money. This is how you live. I'm better than you. And you think you go get... Hold on. I've been taking care of you for how long? That's what somebody's saying. I've been taking care of you for how long? You might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Oh, but it's too late because the fallout already happened. And so now I feel like a lot of ones who escape the wreckage are able to look back and they're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I got out of there. And for somebody, this is a company. This is a company. This is like what God's showing me is like when I quit my job, the last job I had was for a company called Monarch Promotions. Man, I used to work like a dog for them. And when I left, come to find out, they hired 3 girls to handle my workload. And it was within 6 months of leaving that company that the whole company closed down. So it's like somebody's looking back at the records like, damn, I got out of there just in time. So maybe you left a company or an institution or an organization, right? And now from where you sit, you're looking at it and you're like, oh man, I'm so glad I made that choice. I may be on my own. I may be still trying to figure out what I'm going to do, but I didn't suffer that loss. And I'm also hearing for different ones, this energy is pertaining to people who have been drowning in ignorance or denial of certain behaviors, and they had escaped it. Like, and I hear this has all happened through COVID. Like, they've gone through an intense healing. They took the opportunity to create love in their life. They took the opportunity to create peace in their life, and they created a lot of healing. And it's leading them to a lot of happiness. And so now as they're looking back to who they were prior to COVID, they're saying, oh, I'm so glad I left that behind. I'm so glad I'm no longer engaged in that company, that friendship, that behavior, that idea, whatever it was that they left behind. They're seeing the benefit of it. And they know they're not, people are right now sitting around with this being the major arcana. People are sitting around like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where this is taking me. All I know is I'm going and I'm following the guiding light. There we go with the soap operas again. Somebody really likes those soap operas. Do those even play on television anymore? Does anybody watch television, or is it just Netflix and Hulu like me? And YouTube. YouTube, I'm like number 1 YouTube, then Netflix and Hulu. Okay. Anyways, yeah, somebody's just like, I'm just following my guiding light. I don't exactly know where I'm going. I know I'm not there yet, but I know I am on my path. And the wreckage of what I left behind, like somebody left behind a horrible family situation. And it took a lot to be able to walk away from this. Somebody has cast out their mother and their father. And I don't feel like that's a literal cast out. Maybe it was, but I feel like somebody is... Look at the way this is coming through. It's like these are parents that were always upside down ass parents. And no matter how many times God hit them with the truth of how they were, they never changed. And so now their child is more mature, has a spiritual guiding light in front of them, and they're done. They're done trying to please, done trying to entertain, done trying to satiate these ones, and they're moving forward with their life. So let's see what experience wants to come through. And while I was preparing all day long, I've been with my grandsons all day long. My daughter had a tough morning, so I kept the boys. And with them, they kept me very busy today, so I didn't get the show in earlier. And I plan to do some more on my zodiac signs. Hopefully I'll get them finished tonight. We'll see. So anyways, with family keeping me busy today, I realized that I was really thinking about this reading. Like, I've been ready to do the reading energetically for a long time. So while I was thinking about doing the reading, it kept coming through like, we're going to be talking about a big challenge today. So I'm going to lay the cards out a little bit differently because we really want to focus. Somebody's dealing with a huge challenge at this time, and we really want to focus on that and get you some assistance through our general experience that comes out. So you're showing up as the 8 of Cups. You're walking away, baby. You're walking away because even though you invested all those cups of emotion, all that love, all that time, all that energy into this situation, it just is not serving you well. And you know that you cannot stay here because it's going to tear you down if you do. So, you know, you're moving on. You're moving on. And look, I feel like this is the backside of the Hermit. Like this is from the front and this is from the back view. So I feel like you've decided to go. You can go your own way. You can go your own way. What's the big challenge? Oh, choices in love. Love matters is the big challenge. And so I feel like somebody had an important decision to make in regards to love. Somebody had to walk away from one person to choose another person. Somebody had to make a choice. Sometimes the Lover's card is about a third-party situation, but also somebody had to make a choice to move forward because there is a love for them. And they know the universe is calling them. Somebody making a decision to move forward, and the challenges to, I'm hearing keep your heart open. The challenge is to keep your heart open. So what are you standing on? What's below you? Ooh, self-love, baby. Yeah. Our Lennox coming through with self-love is the best love. But your love was a worst drug. And that's why this choice came up. The Lover's card is a card of choices. So self-love. Somebody had to honor themselves. Wow. And they're showing me the 8 of Cups plus the Ace of Cups, or the 1 of Cups, is 8 plus 1 equals 9. And the 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. So in walking away, there is a opportunity coming up for wish fulfillment. So the creation of an opportunity for healing is our words of clarity today. And it's like intuitively with the Hermit here, with the intuition card at the bottom of the deck, intuitively, there's this inner knowing that I just got to go. I just can't stay no more. So let's see what's in the past. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. At some point, this 5 of Pentacles was upright and somebody was feeling really left alone, and they were so alone for so much, feeling disconnected, feeling abandoned, feeling left out in the cold, and lacking spiritually, that it got so extreme. This is showing me extreme, that they had to make a very important decision. So what's unfolding is the Knight of Swords. Things are going to start picking up the pace fast. Why? Because you moved your ass, is what I hear. You moved your ass. And so now things are going to come in real fast. Well, let's look at what God wants you to know about this situation. What does Source want you to know about this situation? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Well, the Knight of Pentacles upright moves very slow. Very, very slow. Okay. And I feel like you're no longer going to be in this Knight of Pentacles energy. The time of slow is over. Now things begin to pick up the pace with the Knight of Swords coming in. Let's see what this Knight of Swords is bringing. Is the Star card, and it's in reverse. So this is something you don't know. Something you don't know. This is a hope that you had hoped for, but you didn't even like clearly identify it. It's like, this is like where the universe steps in and says, oh, that's how you want to feel. That's what you're working toward. Okay, well, as soon as you remove the roadblock, watch what you're going to get, how this wish fulfillment comes in. And so there's a pending wish fulfillment coming in. There's a healing also, because I'm hearing the awareness of what you were doing was very self-destructive, right? So whatever it was that you're walking away from felt very self-destructive. And when you stopped to think about it. So let's see. I'm also hearing somebody's going to hear from an Aquarius person who is very upside down. This person is going to be contacting you. It's going to be like a lightning bolt out of the blue. And this is riding in on the residual energy of what you have walked away from. So this is like, oh, you think you're going somewhere? Come back here type of energy, what the darkness tries to do to you when you're ready to make your grand getaway. So let's look at what is your best approach in this. The Two of Wands. Trust in your choice that you've opened up the world of opportunity for you. You got to spread your wings and fly away to a place that you long for, and your heart will be, the pathway, because you're searching for love that's evermore. So I feel like for you, your approach is, I believe, I believe I can love. I believe I can trust. I believe. No, we're not going to sing his version. We're singing our own version. We're channeling right now. So what we're saying is we believe in the opportunity. We believe that I can have love. I believe that I am worthy of what I deserve. So let's see. What is in your environment? What's the environmental influences? The Seven of Wands. Oh, yeah. So who somebody's not going to want to let go. And so, and the thing of it is, a lot of people around you could be viewing you as very persistent and also blocked off. Like, we can't get to you. We can't reach you. So there's somebody, okay, all right. So there's somebody who wants to contact you, or somebody who wants to get through to you, but they're finding a block. That phone is unlocked. It's blocked. There's no way to get in. There's no communication. They're like, oh my God, they're really mad at me. Yeah, they're really mad at you. Like, that's why that really happened. Because they're really mad at you. So I feel like at some point this person's going to be like, hold on, you didn't let me tell my side of the story. Who or whatever you walked away from. This could even be a company that's like trying to contact you, like, well, how did you do this? How did you do that? For those of you who walked away from a job and a company or a position, and they're like, well, where is this file and where is that? And you're like, hold on a second, I'm gone. I don't need to answer your call no more. I'm not on your payroll. You ain't paying me for this conversation. Ooh, you want some ice with that, bird? Because that's cold. That's a cold piece. You a cold piece right now. I'm just saying. All right, they might need some ice. We're going to send them some ice. All right. Look, really? Okay. Your innermost vibration about the whole situation is a death card. It's over. I say it's over. And meanwhile, they're saying, stay. Would you please stay? Like Jodeci sang the song, Stay. And you're just like, why should I stay? You should have thought about all that shit while I was there. I'm gone. Somebody was really disrespected in their job. Somebody felt really violated by their employer. And for somebody, this was sexual abuse, sexual violation. Like your employer was getting fresh with you. They thought that because they was your boss, that they could come put hands on you in inappropriate ways. Or somebody was really disrespected by the hand that feeds them. All right. And your innermost vibration is like, this is over. Something got to change here. And if y'all gonna check this out, homie, I'll do the change, because I can change. I be gone. I be in the wind. And now I hear Bette Midler, the wind beneath my wings. Yeah, you gone. And the wind beneath my wings is coming through because I'm hearing you have spiritual support in this. Okay, outcome for you. Empress, the Empress energy. And she is looking at the way they look at. So you sitting up here, the way you gonna be sitting is, so when they send you that email, text message, you block that phone call, or you get that blocked voicemail. Well, we were just wondering where you put these files at. Well, I was just wondering if I could explain my side of the story, whatever it was. You just finna sit there. You're not finna lift a finger. You ain't finna budge from what you doing, because you turning into the Empress. I'm not finna engage with you. All you want to do is fight about this. You want to try to prove a point. And at this point, there's no point to prove, because I'm gone. See, that death card came out, and you're gone. You're done with it. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Justice has been served. Where you were treated unfairly, where you weren't given your due, where I hear somebody's pay was withheld from you. They didn't pay you. And I hear it was 1 week of pay that you did not get. And you're like, who the hell do you think you're playing with? Don't you know I run this show? Oh my God, somebody's having a challenge with their job. Well, it looks like a better one's on the way for you if you're having a challenge with your job. If you walked away from a relationship, it looks like you walking into a better relationship where you're going to be respected like you the empress. Like everything is looking really good for you. I know it's been difficult for where you're at. So they're saying keep your vibes up. Keep your vibes up. This is working for you. When you walk away from some BS, you open your hands to the rest. And anything going to be better than what you left behind, honey. And remember, that 8+1 sees you walking into your wish fulfillment. This star card that's here says you walking into your wish fulfillment. And it's going to be even better. Even better. And it's going to come in with the swiftness. Let me just pull another card on that right quick. The 8 of Wands. This is coming in really quick. Opportunities are here. So don't worry about who's talking about how many jobs is out there and what's available out there. No, you go ahead. You put yourself out there. Don't worry about what somebody talking about. Oh, you shouldn't have walked away from that one. How you going to get some? Who you talking to? Don't you understand that I'm the Empress? Who you talking to? Okay, if you was dealing with a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, the advice for you is the 6 of Pentacles. It says for you, in this case, this is where you want to be a benefactor. This is where you want to put your energy. So that's interesting. So this person obviously isn't the one you walked away from. If you're dealing with a younger air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, it says the world. Take your win and be like, don't be like Lot's wife. Don't look back. See, her eyes is closed. It's saying you're a winner. You successfully closed out that chapter of your life. Let it close. You may not know where you're going because her eyes are closed, but keep moving forward. If you're dealing with an Aquarian energy, an Aquarius, be ready for a fight because this person is not trying to let you go. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, this person is not trying to let you go. Do you hear me? So this person is upside down. When I saw that star card for them and I mentioned that they was upside down, this person is not upright. They lying. They want to fight. They're going to try to argue with you. They're going to try to upset you. They want to cause you. They're looking to be the catalyst for you being all distraught, for you being in a fighting energy. And I hear, so you can self-sabotage some more shit for yourself. Yeah, no, this was not a self-sabotage. This was not a self-sabotage if you were dealing with an Aquarian. And this person is going to want to fight about it. They're going to want to fight to keep you because you done walked away. All right, so if you were dealing with a Scorpio, the advice is go on ahead and take your healing. You're going to get over this pain right quick in a hurry, faster than you even knew. Because it's like, this isn't your first heartbreak, and I know that that's not easy. As a matter of fact, I hear this is your third heartbreak. I know you don't want to hear this. But the funny part about heartbreaks, take it from me, I've been in love so many times, is that every time you heal faster and faster and faster because you just begin to understand the bigger picture. You take your lessons, you take your blessings, you pick yourself up by your bootstraps, and you move on. And so that's what is going for you. If you was dealing with a Taurus or a Libra, the 9 of Pentacles is here in reverse. The advice for you is to be open to a relationship. Do not block yourself off into staying single. Do not block yourself off into staying single. You won't be single for long, okay? You won't be single for long. So those are the signs that came out in the reading today. And, oh, yes, okay, yeah, that's it. So we covered all the signs that came out in the reading. Oh, no, we didn't. Gemini, I didn't cover one for Gemini. The Lover's card was crossing energy. So Gemini, if you were dealing with a Gemini energy, the 4 of Wands is your advice. The 4 of Wands is party's over, baby. So if you've walked away from a Gemini, the party is over. Let them go find their own party because you've done hosting the party for them. That's that story. All right, so that's what we have. Jolene asked if she missed the Sag outcome. There isn't a Sag outcome because Sagittarius didn't come out in the cards during the reading. So these don't have to be sun signs. They might be Venus or moon signs. And if it's not yours, then it's just not yours, okay? So Time to get into your personal mini readings. I showed the book for the Aboukra. The Aboukra is a very interesting deck. It's a vintage deck that I found in a shop here in Vegas. I absolutely love it. It has statements on it. So I'm going to be reading you a message from the Aboukra if you sent your donation today of $5 US or more. So let me just see what I got coming through my phone. I see Jolene with your $5 donation. Jolene. Okay, and then let's see. I see Wanda with your $5 donation. So Wanda, you's on the list. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me just see. Okay. All right. So I want to say hello to you ladies. Thank you for being tuned to Tap to Turns On. Let's go ahead and get into the Aboukra message for Jolene, Listener Scott. What do you have to say to Jolene? Now, each of these cards has 2 messages, but they are in reverse of one another. So whichever one comes out upright will be your message. And because there are reverse messages, I'm going to be flipping and making sure that they get nice and shuffled. So what is a perfect message? Calling on Jolene's angels, ancestors, and guides. Let's God channel the perfect message, and there it is for you. Okay, here you go. Yours is more of a homework practice. It says, write your 3 greatest desires in their order of preference. Study well. Delete 2. The remaining 1 shall not be granted as yet. The other 2 shall. 1 by fate and 1 by destiny. Ooh, I love this. So I'm going to hold that up there so you can screenshot it if you'd like to on your telephone, or take a picture with your phone of the screen on your camera. All right. So that is a message for you, Jolene. So write your 3 greatest desires in their order of preference. Study well. Delete 2. The remaining 1 shall not be granted as yet. The other 2 shall. 1 by fate, 1 by destiny. So that is a Aboukra message for you today, Jolene. Now, Listener Scott, what is a perfect Aboukra message for Wanda at this exact time? Listener Scott, thank you, thank you, thank you. What is a perfect message from the Aboukra? What do you want to say to Wanda at this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Calling in her angels, her ancestors, her guides. And here's your message. Let's see what you got. It says, cast aside your tension, relax, and be comforted. Your greatest fear is totally unfounded and will never become a reality. No more than the fig tree will give forth olives. Love. So, Wanda, for you, take your photo or screenshot. So whatever's been bothering you, whatever has been worrisome to you, whatever you've been afraid might happen, it's never going to happen. So stop worrying, girl. Worrying is praying for what you don't want. Remember, we got to get a hold on the monkey mind. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been our Love, Peace, and Happiness Divine Download for today. And I look forward to hanging out with you again tomorrow. I'll be back shortly with your Pick a Deck reading for today. Until then, sending you blessings of love and peace and happiness. Laters. That's all, folks.